I'm Liz, I'm the Director of Services at Blackfriars Settlement. And we were very aware we need to be offering students the most up-to-date packages, software packages, so that then when they go to the workplace, they're not flummoxed by what they see being very different to what they've learned here. This ELSIF funding has really enabled us to bring this space up to a really high quality, to increase the amount of software packages that we have available, to invest in the hardware so that we can offer a wider range of courses, and in particular to focus on expanding our offer around digital and creative courses. So things like Photoshop and Lightbox that people can then use to go on as a springboard to go on to further training or potentially into the workplace at a further stage. The ELSIF funding has both expanded what we would have liked to have done and brought in new opportunities that we probably wouldn't have thought were feasible otherwise. So it's definitely enabled us to increase the quality of what we can offer, just in terms of being up to date and having equipment that is workplace-like, that people can train for the workplace. But also then to expand our range into digital creative courses that we probably wouldn't have thought were going to be possible without the funding and the investment in the equipment that you need. So for us, it's been fantastic. It is already providing new provision that we wouldn't have provided otherwise. So, for instance, the Lightbox courses, Photoshop, understanding your camera, making the most of your camera, editing, that kind of thing that we just wouldn't have been able to offer before. What's been really helpful about the ELSIF funding is that it's enabled us to put together a larger plan for what we'd like to provide. So the funding has enabled us to expand our offer around courses, particularly making them accessible to members of the local community who might struggle to access adult education in other settings. But then in relation to the creative and digital industries, providing a workplace-like environment and experience for students who've studied, and then they can then move into our Create Space service, which is almost a social enterprise but located within our mental health and wellbeing service. So it's a graphic design service. All of the designers have experience of mental health issues and they're on their recovery journey. What their experience of volunteering or working in Create Space gives them is a work experience in a very supported environment within the mental health service. So they get both. They get the experience of a workplace environment, they get training in digital skills, but they also get support. So it's a more holistic offer. They get support with any mental health issues they might have, if they've got problems accessing benefits, or all of those other things that might trip people up as they're progressing and learning and finding opportunities for themselves out there in the world. So it's a more holistic and definitely an offer with a journey that takes people somewhere. So Create Space has been supported by a local employer now for a long time, another graphic design studio nearby, and that's been fantastic. So our lead designer has spent a lot of hours. She would go each week to the plant, the other design service, and kind of learn from them, be supported by them, and have ideas kind of from them about how she can progress and develop her skills. We've now got another employer who's also really interested to do that with Create Space, which is fantastic. So as our volunteer base grows within the service, we've got another employer to engage with, and this is just in its infancy at the moment, but we're hoping that that will be as a place where those volunteers can again go, spend some time, receive some professional feedback on their work and support while they're doing that.